In each case, a sturdy human being is defying nature, with which it has fused, as it were. It seems as if the inside doesn't exist. And in this dark blue, which can only be but the North Sea, I unravel some kind of gulls. One of them, a quite expressive one, seems to have just landed on a shoulder. Or is it a rock, rising from the sea? Two huge naked women in the middle of a monumental scene. Abstractions out of which figures are formed or arise, as shown in his most recent work. The lips of those women seem nothing more than 3 rough strokes of red. An eye is a bit of red, from the start not painted over. After all these years, I have realized I can only be fascinated by what has originated in my work itself. What has arisen is always surprising or alienating, and that's what I call plastic intelligence or divinity. Métier can only be used as a means to translate creations. I'm convinced that all reckless creation is correct. You can hardly tinker with it. For hours and hours he stares at his work only to give it one more touch. The faith of a doubter, a pair of scales, a self-demanding 100% artist. I'm quite pleased I haven't lost the wondering of a child, though most people think of this as being naive. Only those things crossing my path at the right time are fruitful. Nothing happens accidentally. These moments are gifts. They are the only good rewards that are significant to me. Peere leaves no material unturned. He will never ever turn to trends, not even when the artistic establishment is reducing painting to the rank of anachronism. At about the same time, a sensational documentary on concentration camps and mass graves is shown on television. Those TV images brought him back to the beach. There he has been studying his naked fellow men for years, and there he suddenly gained a new insight. More than ever, the beach became a metaphor to him. On the beach, he saw the adult human being he doesn't think very high of as those dead people in the camp, burying themselves underneath the sand, demarcating their territory, being busy playing games. It was the beginning of a splendid series of paintings showing sturdy, primitive beings playing, sleeping, dying in the sand. I wanted to be released from my problems and start to paint more intuitively. A scribble is so beautiful, and that's what I want to do in paint several hours, days and weeks later, to get rid of all artificiality and academism. That's how those stout beings suddenly loomed up. Peere's stout figures really surprise us after years of being emaciated creatures. Pain seems to have oozed away, the indictment remains, though in a more playful way. Peere says, Look how those women have nothing more to do with anatomy. You must try to deform them as if it has been done in one stroke and yet remaining harmonious. That nipple is no longer a nipple, and those breasts are no breasts. Piet Peere. Well, I spontaneously linked those fascinating concentration camp images to the sea and the beach. There Peere says, look how those women have nothing more to do with anatomy. You must try to deform them as if it has been done in one stroke and yet remaining harmonious. There is still that nipple is no longer a nipple, and those breasts are no breasts. I pulled the colors together. The faith of a doubter, a pair of scales, a self-demanding 100% artist.